Stop bullying. If you try to do anything great in this world, you're going to find people to pick on you. It's just the way it is. A dog never barks at a parked car. So in other words, if you're going somewhere in your life, you are up to big things and you want to do things in your life, there are going to be people who are going to want to pick fights with you, challenge you, call you names, say that what you're doing is stupid or think that you are less than them. In reality, they're most likely threatened by you, which is why they are picking this fight in the first place. So, there's a couple of things that you can do. One thing that you can do is ignore these messages. You must isolate yourself from those who are causing fights with you or saying negative things towards you. You know, this can be as small as when your son picks a fight with you, to ignore his negative comments. When he says positive comments, you reaffirm those comments. Or it can be something like, going for it in a big way with your business and having friends and neighbors scoff at what you're doing. Now, these people I would not associate with, I would not listen to. And instead, I would listen to those who already have what I want, or those who have already been where I want to go. And I would align myself with these people, because I believe that doing this is going to isolate yourself from those who want to pick fights with you, and you're going to bring and draw into your life those who want to align with your purpose, with whatever it is that you're doing. So this allows you to bring friends instead of enemies. My story. Back in high school, I had an experience with a bully, and what I've discovered was it was very painful and scary for me. I don't know why, even though this kid was slightly smaller than me, I was intimidated by him, scared of him, and what I feared most came to fruition. I feared that he was going to pick on me, and I didn't want to become on his bad side. Well, I actually happened to make a comment in the back of the room one day, because there was this kid that was smelly that was sitting right next to me, and I made a comment to the entire class that something smells like rotted beef. Now, I wasn't saying that directly to him, but I'm not sure if he felt hurtful by it or not, but the end result was the other kid started to pick a fight with me. His name was Scott, and I backed down from the fight, and so he continued to pick on me. He called me his bitch, and I was fearful of coming near him for the rest of the school year. One of the big mistakes I made was not come to class or school the next day because I didn't want to meet up with him. Well, what this ended up doing was making the situation worse because it made it look like I was avoiding him. I thought that if I skipped that day of school, that things would just turn back to the way they were. Well, he sensed on this energy, he could tell that I was afraid of him, and he exploited it. And it was an interesting attraction type cycle because my biggest fear was running into him. And he was looking for a way to feel more powerful about himself. This is often what bullies do, is they want to feel powerful, so they find people who have low self-esteem and pick on them, which increases their self-esteem. And this is exactly what happened. And so it wasn't until one night I started to cry in my bed and I realized that I had allowed this kid to pick on me for so long, and I didn't love myself, and that was causing a huge issue with me. And when I realized that I could do something different, that I could love myself, and I wasn't going to let anyone talk to me like that again, I came into a moment of power. I realized that no one should allow anyone else to talk to anyone else like that. We all need to respect each other and show appreciation to each other. Anything less than that is unacceptable. So what happened was the next year he would pick fights with me, and I would just say, well, come on, what do you want to do about it? You want to fight? Well, interestingly enough, he backed down. He stopped because suddenly he respected what I wanted to do, or he just decided he didn't want to go further into it and start a fight. Now, I'm not telling you that you need to, you know, uh, stand up for yourself. But I believe that people who are bullies will not respect people who do not stand up for themselves. So you have to learn a give and take. You have to understand what level to fight someone and what level to let it go. No one should be violated. No one should be taken advantage of. So if you can find a way to love yourself and appreciate yourself and not allow anything other than those messages to come to you, you're going to find yourself in a more empowering situation.